Hey guys, we're so glad that you've kind of tuned in for this little update. We are so excited to be kind of prepping for a new podcast entitled "It's Real." Kind of the motivation behind this is to take Bible study topics, issues that all of us go through, and to break it down into kind of a conversational style, kind of like a Pat McAfee show meeting Bible study. And we're really excited about it. The whole premise of "It's Real" is real people, real issues, having real conversations. And so, we're here at the cafe at the church. This is where the set is, and we've been working on some video and some audio today, kind of getting some of the kinks, worked out. And we're going to be starting to film these next week. There'll be one, kind of episode of "It's Real" released, one a week. And then, after we kind of get through kind of a pilot stage, we may go live with these and have a lot of fun with them. And so, each episode will be timed. You can see we have a timer here, and those episodes will be 10 minutes. Now, if there's still a lot of meat being left on the bone and we want to kind of increase that time, we can go to, add 2 minutes onto the timer. So we're talking 12 minutes, right? We want to be sensitive to everybody's time. And just want this to be real content, real conversation. One of the unique things is that we have the ability, and we're going to have guests. We're going to have a couple guests sitting at this table. Andrea Benner is going to be an anchor here on the show. We're always going to have a community guest come in to interact because we want different viewpoints. We want lots of conversation. And then, I want to introduce you to Steve Young. He's one of our two music men. And what's going to be so awesome about this podcast is that we are going to tether, topics to music lyrics. And, Steve and Bill Davis are going to be doing that. And, we're just excited about this, Steve.
Jason, I'm looking forward to it. Now, I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you're talking about real people, real issues. Now, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I've been sober 3.5 years. Will we tackle issues of addiction in this?
Yeah. And, we're not shying away, right, from the real issues that we all go through, Steve, right? We're talking anxiety. We're talking grief. We're talking, addiction. We're talking about, families that, may have to, that are blessed, but in a position where they're raising a child with developmental disabilities. We want the full gamut from, topics and issues that seniors are focused in, senior citizens, and those that, our youth are involved in, and, the stressors and real life things and challenges and adversities they go through.
Would it be fair to say that I just lost my train of thought?
Hey, you know why? You know what? I do the same thing, right? And so here's the thing. That's why we're in a group. We're going to, guess what? Keep the momentum moving forward on all of this. And the great, powerful thing is with the lyrics of the music, right? Is that it's going to tether back into those topics and hopefully bring an intergenerational approach, right? To bring in some clarification in on all this. So I'm excited about it. And, we're going to start this and kick it off, and it's going to be an awesome resource and a tool.
So is it fair to say that we are looking for people to help us with talking about these issues?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have some different guests that come on, and we definitely want feedback, right? So as this podcast kind of develops and so forth, we'll have different ways that people can interact. Some of the music and so forth will be posted to an Instagram account with some thoughts, but then people can kind of feed back into this, and we'll get it set up to where, if they have questions or they have comments, and you will always be looking for those people and guests to come in and not necessarily talk. If it's a banker, we're not going to be talking about financial strategies, but that banker just, it has deals with the same issues we deal with.
So it's really about talking about life
Yep.
and how we can cope with the
Yep.
issues surrounding
And
life.
it is, and we're going to use the biblical passages, right, tethered together with music lyrics and our conversation and our experience to offer hope, right, and to offer, you know, people the ability to talk about these things and realize that they are not alone. We're all in this thing together.
You know, it reminds me of the James Taylor song, "You've Got a Friend."
There you go.
Right?
There you go. That's why you're the music man. See,
So,
you got those lyrics, right? They
so-
just come right back
so
up.
we're here. We're
Yep.
here, and you've got
Yep.
a friend.
That's right. That's right. So we hope that you join us, okay, you know, in the next couple weeks. And we're thrilled to be doing it, and, you know, going to be so excited to see the feedback. And, you know, we just want people to grow. We want to grow together. So remember, until next time, love God and love others.